Hey everybody, this is Frankie Abrazino with the Scoop News. And it looks like we have the two new commissioners that were sworn in today. Nancy Dietert, who's a Venice individual, and Mike Moran, who I met a few times out there. They were both formally sworn into the commission. Nancy really didn't have any competition. Same with that other guy that's from Nokomis. God, what was it? Charles Hines, Commissioner Hines. He ran unopposed. And then Mike Moran, who's now Commissioner Mike Moran, ran against Fred Atkins, the former Sarasota City Commissioner. Um, they were sworn in, and they're being sworn in basically at a time when there's a lot of stuff on their agenda. They just put out the comprehensive plan. They were looking at development fees for the developers out there. They got a lot of perennial problems, like the Herald said in their article, with affordable housing, homeless, and again the development issue, which I always thought was a major issue from everything I've heard. It's a concern of mine, but based upon the numbers I've seen, it looks like it isn't. If you just look at the campaign I ran, 66 to 33%. So apparently people are fine with the development, and I don't know if it's as much of a concern anymore, to be quite honest with you. Um, Dietert, I knew her kids. I used to hang out with them when I lived here in Pine Brook as a little kid. She's earned a reputation as a moderate Republican, basically, no nonsense approach. She was a pretty tough cookie up there at the state capitol for about 16 years. And she's coming here. She says she just essentially wants to protect and serve the beauty and the constituents in Sarasota. Um, they're both replacing Carol Mason and Christine Robinson, which is a good thing. Christine Robinson's related to Eric Robinson, who's the dark money guy with all the PAC money out there, and he's also new to the school board. And she works somehow. The city, county commission was fine with this. She was working with Argus while on the county commission. Argus is a firm that goes out and lobbies for development. And somehow all the county commissioners were fine with it and didn't do anything. Mike Moran, he's a former insurance guy. He was out there. He was going against Frank DiTuccio and Fred Atkins, like I said, in the primary. A lot of people, a lot of concern that I had is that he was beholden to the developers. But again, he got elected. A lot of the people that are pro-developer got elected. So the constituents are saying, we're fine with it. Let's continue with it. And that's, unfortunately, that's the way the election went. If you look at everybody that got put into office. Um, and no surprise, Pat Neal and Carlos Baruf were at the reception this morning for them. So that's not surprising at all. They got a lot of stuff on their schedule. They have to consider new information about how affordable housing and how to combat that. That's the new key word. Again, I keep saying with these affordable housing, they're using, I've seen between 62 and 71,000. And I think I said yesterday, a restaurant owner came in and said, "Oh, I need this affordable housing for my restaurant staff." And I was sitting there thinking, how many waitresses, busboys, dishwashers, and that make 70,000 a year? And when I think affordable, I think someone making 30,000 a year. They got to do that, development incentives, all kinds of good stuff that's out there that they got a full plate on their table there. So good luck to both of them, as I've met them both. I know them both. I haven't talked to Dietert in years, though, so she probably doesn't even remember me from except when I was a kid. Okay, so this is Frankie Abrazino with the Scoop News.